Kenya's Certificate of Secondary Education examinations entered the fourth week on Monday amidst growing concern over the rising incidents of exam malpractice that have been reported, which put to test efforts put in place by the Ministry of Education to nab exam cheats. In his latest update, Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu cited several cases of malpractices ranging from cases of unauthorized material in the examination centers, possession of mobile phones, to instances of ongoing examination papers being published on social media. Serfin Acheng Oma takes a look at this concerning trend and the recommendations by the National Assembly Education Committee on how to end this perennial problem.
The 2023 KCSE examinations, which began on 23rd of October 2023, enter the fourth week next week, amidst growing concerns over the cases of exam malpractices that have been reported despite efforts by education officials. 21 candidates at Kimelok Secondary School in Narok County went on a rampage Thursday night, protesting against their teachers for confiscating their phones on suspicion that they were communicating with people who had promised them examination leakage. According to a police report, the students destroyed the school's staff room ceiling before escaping in the dead of the night. Police reported that they made their way back to the school to continue with the exam Friday morning. It remains unclear whether further action will be taken against them. In Homa Bay County, 2 teachers were arrested Thursday at Asumbi Girls High School after they were found in possession of mobile phones containing pictures of the Kiswahili paper, which was being administered on that day. In a span of just 1 week, several other cases of exam irregularities have been reported. On the 8th of November 2023, 23 KCSE exam officials were arrested while working on a chemistry paper with the intention of sharing the questions and answers with students of St. Mary's Mabera Girls High School. The same day, a suspect was arrested in Nkubu, Meru County, for impersonating a candidate during the chemistry paper. On 7th November 2023, students and staff from 4 schools in Nyamira County recorded statements with the DCI on allegations of exam malpractice. On that list was Nyambaria High School that topped the 2022 KCSE exam with a mean score of 10.89. On the 6th of November 2023, 6 people were arrested for examination malpractice through social media site Telegram. This being just part of the growing list of incidents of exam malpractice which have been exacerbated by the use of technology and social media.
So far, the only cases we have had are the 28 where there were unauthorized materials in some centers, and we also had 9 phones, people coming with the phones within the center, and that is not allowed. We had 3 cases of corruption. We have also had 2 cases of impersonation.
The incidents raising concern over the growing trend of exam malpractice in the country, which remain a perennial problem despite efforts by the government to secure the integrity of the exam.
We continue to deal with everybody that is trying to disrupt the processes of examinations.
In its report on the inquiry into the cases of exam malpractices in the 2022 KCSE examination, the National Assembly Education Committee recommended that NEC should deploy principals to manage examinations in schools outside their sub-counties, and that examiners should be restricted from overseeing examinations in a particular center for 2 consecutive years. If adopted, the recommendations will see KAPSEA, KCPE and KCSE examinations staggered in the 2024-2025 exam cycle to be conducted at different times of the year as opposed to the current period of within 1 month to avoid straining of staff. Other changes would also include installation of CCTV cameras in all examination centers and digitization of exam processes to reduce human interaction. The recommendations also include the review of the current legal framework to, among others, offer stiffer penalties and address emerging challenges such as malpractices relating to ICT and social media. The Julius Meli-led committee has recommended additional funding for NEC to be able to offer timely and competitive remuneration of personnel who are involved in exam administration to prevent them from being compromised.
We had promised our examiners that we shall enhance their payment. For us to be able to do this, we shall need an additional 700 million.
The committee also recommends that NEC integrates both formative and summative evaluation scores in the final grades to ease the pressure on teachers and candidates for getting higher mean grades, which encourages cheating. If adopted, the recommendations will hopefully end the culture of exam malpractices and irregularities. Safin Acheng Oma, Citizen TV.